As the NBA playoffs loom just around the corner, the question on every Lakers fan's mind is how far can their team advance? The Lakers have faced tumultuous seasons, battling injuries, COVID protocols and a difficult Western Conference. But with the addition of some key players at the trade deadline and the return of LeBron James, hope is once again alive in Los Angeles. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the Lakers' playoff prospects, analysing their strengths, weaknesses and potential matchups. So sit back, grab some popcorn and join us as we explore just how far the Lakers can go in 2023 NBA playoffs. With a 10-6 record that matches them with a few other teams for the 5th best record after the All-Star break, the LA Lakers have been on a tear since the All-Star break. Also, all of the clubs below or above them are seen as league contenders. This is a remarkable accomplishment, particularly because the Los Angeles Lakers have been playing without their top player LeBron James, who just returned to action against the Chicago Bulls. There is a chance that this Lakers team could push for their playoffs with his return and the Lakers playing well even without him. It won't be easy for them to advance in the playoffs, however, considering the hole they dug for themselves early in the season, we'll talk about the LA Lakers' chances of making it far in this year's playoffs in this video. The Lakers and LeBron James' transition phase is a crucial consideration. How far they advance in the playoffs will depend in large part on this. For opposing teams, LeBron blending in will be pretty frightening. It did not occur as we saw in the first contest against the Chicago Bulls. The Lakers have the potential to be a legitimate postseason contender if they can create chemistry, even if it could take some time for him to properly adjust to the group. If the Lakers finish in the play-in round or manage to escape it completely, they will most likely make it into the playoffs. It's not ideal since it means they'll compete against some of the top teams in the Western Conference. In a perfect world, they would like to play the inexperienced defense poor Sacramento Kings. The Lakers' defense rose to the top 5 in the league at the trade deadline, but their offense is still in the middle of the pack. The Denver Nuggets and Memphis Grizzlies are both excellent defensive teams, so the Lakers will find it more difficult to win against them. Yet playing the Sacramento Kings would be the Lakers' dream matchup. As much as we like the Sacramento Kings, a matchup with them would give the Lakers a greater opportunity to go farther in the playoffs. A Grizzlies series would be very simple for the Lakers side to win, while a Kings series would be somewhat more challenging. The Kings would be a little bit tougher for the Lakers to defeat than the Grizzlies, although the Denver Nuggets have the superstar advantage. The Los Angeles Lakers would very certainly defeat the Sacramento Kings. In a playoff environment, the Lakers would statistically place a little bit more faith in Denver's offense because they had experience there. In such circumstances, the Nuggets would presumably be counting on their success. Let's assume though that they defeat the Memphis Grizzlies or the Sacramento Kings in their first round matchup. What opponent will they be up against in the second round? They'll probably play either the Warriors or the Grizzlies if it's against the Sacramento Kings. And if it's the other way around and they face the Grizzlies in the first round, they would be facing the Kings or Timberwolves right now. Yet it goes without saying that the Western Conference is currently in a tight race. There are many teams with comparable records by the All-Star break, as I have said. The Lakers were tied for the 5th best record, but since then it has been a 6-way tie or something similar. Having said that, suppose they face the Golden State Warriors or the Grizzlies in the second round. Because it's Tuesday, I want to do a film on the Warriors later this week. That's accurate. Going into these playoffs, the Warriors are a team to watch. In addition, they haven't had Andrew Wiggins and have had the same record as the Los Angeles Lakers since the All-Star break. Not that that compares to not having LeBron James, and who knows? Maybe Wiggins will be back for the playoffs, we are unsure. Yet neither the Warriors nor the Memphis Grizzlies would be the best opponents to play. As I said before, I believe the Lakers can defeat them, but if they defeat the Kings in the first round, that may be great. If the Kings and Timberwolves play them head on in the first round, they'll probably go to the conference finals. In contrast, playing a group like the Warriors or Grizzlies in the second round may make them more vulnerable. The fact that they advanced through the first round means they also had good practice sessions playing as a team in a playoff environment. Depending on who they face in the first round, the Kings are more likely to have to play at least 6 games, but are concerned about tiredness because of James' ailing health and advanced age. The conference finals are the next step, where they will likely play the Phoenix Suns or the Nuggets. Simply put, one of those two teams will certainly go to the Western Conference Finals. I did state that in my most recent video in which I made playoff predictions in its entirety, but it also did not take into account the fact that Paul George had just suffered a serious injury. If there will be an issue in the playoffs, as there surely will be, then that footage was probably filmed before that. The Suns have a good probability of defeating the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals, while the Lakers have a good chance of winning the championship next season. The Lakers would likely not defeat the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the conference championship, according to the author. Instead, they advised the Phoenix Suns to choose Kevin Durant, Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton in this situation to defeat the Lakers. Having said that, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they defeated any of them after coming this far. Because, well, I honestly believe the Lakers are that good. Well, I honestly wouldn't wager on them making the finals once again, but let's assume they do. I was on the verge of saying, theoretically speaking, disgusting, not that man. I'm giving them that series whether it's the Bucks or Celtics. If it's the Sixers, maybe not, definitely not, since I have serious concerns about their perimeter defense. To me, that's where they truly disagree the most. Now LeBron has to deal with that. Anthony Davis has to guard him, he worries about dump-off passes, and the Lakers have added strong shooting with this trade deadline move. But I do believe the Bucks and the Celtics would be, and it'll come down to whether the team has been better offensively. Both of those teams have been excellent on defense. Although I did state previously that the Lakers may be a much superior offensive club with LeBron returning, particularly the Celtics, I don't believe they would be much better than the Bucks or the Celtics. The Bucks perhaps, but it would turn into a defensive struggle and come down to whatever club had a stronger offense, so I'm going with the last two teams to reach the championships. And no, it's not a team that's completely different from what it was when they last reached the championships either. The Lakers have a chance to go farther in the playoffs in my opinion. They didn't get themselves into a good enough hole early in the season for me to choose them to win the title. And there's simply just not enough time to get to know your teammates that well. And I truly really care about those things. I've harped on it a lot if you haven't noticed. It is not ideal this hasn't occurred, and that there are only around 4 of 6 games left for him to fit in with his squad, and for the team to do the same for him as they prepare for the final playoffs. Now, we want to hear from you in the comments section below. Let us know your thoughts on the Lakers' playoff prospects. Do you think they have what it takes to win it all, or do you see them falling short? Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth sports analysis and predictions. And if you want to stay up to date on all things Lakers, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.